Well, one good thing is, as deep as these extremes are, and whether they're not as uh, long lasting as they were before or not, the man, whew, the elevation afterwards is incredible.
Isn't it?
I am just like, I don't even know. I'm just, oh shoot, oh, hang on, we're live.
Oh, okay. Hi. I'm just getting my crystals in order. Welcome, everybody. Good to be back. I haven't seen you guys in a while. We got 2 people in the house. I don't know if that's you and me.
Okay, sorry about that.
That's okay.
My phone was charging and it didn't charge. It was on 1%, so I can't really see. We have delayed comments, so I'm going to try to stay on top of them. Let me position it here. I usually look on the phone. It's easier.
Let me know if you can hear me okay, because my iPad is still charging, and then I can switch to headphones.
I can hear you just fine. You're
Okay.
doing great. Yeah, you're doing fantastic. Okay, so, all right. So we've got some people in the house. It looks like I'm not going to have accurate numbers, but
So,
showing 9. I think there's probably more, but we got Kelly Darren, Donna Davin,
hey, Colin.
Diane McLaughlin, Russell Bauer. He says you look absolutely beautiful, Aunt Noni.
Yeah, Nani. That's my niece. Hi, honey.
Noni.
Yeah,
Great,
Nani.
great picture, Todd Medina and Morgan. I feel you picked this one. I picked that one. Well, the problem is I have a trouble with some of the pictures. It cuts the head off, so I was looking for one, and I saw that's a cute picture. That'll fit just fine.
Yeah, I know. I love it. That's a picture of me and my
Yeah,
pup, my
yeah,
meatball.
that's beautiful. Meatball. All right, so here we go again. We are rocking and rolling. Soul Speaks 5D. Uh, this is a special episode today. I can feel it. Oh, they've all been just cresting higher and higher. There's no. It's like a box of Cracker Jacks. You don't know what you're going to get, but I feel like we're going to get some authenticity and some realism and some other goddess energy.
We completely,
Uh,
because
yeah.
before when I dropped in, the codes started coming through. All the musical instruments, all the DNA codes came through.
Mm,
Eagle medicine came through really super
wow.
quickly, which is about freedom and courage and being in your integrity, um, divine sexuality, having a broader perspective, creativity, resilience, strength, all these wonderful things that we are embodying at this moment right now. So,
Well, let's get into that. Let's get into that. You just went through a little synopsis there. That's a lot of information. So now you're saying this is today. You dropped in today,
just now,
and
just
so you got. Let's start over. You got, which is what?
I received what happens, what I want to do to before we'll go over this a little bit, but I want to
Yeah,
everybody
yeah, yeah.
drop in and connect, and we'll do like a little mini meditation. I'll take you guys through a transmission too. But when I drop in and I connect with my heart and I just open myself up, my entire field up, and say, I surrender all, I start to see the DNA codes coming through and being activated. So everyone in the audience who's listening to this right now will have these DNA activations and these encodements happening within their physical body. And then you get to embody them as they start to come online for you, which means your gifts. It means deeper understanding, deeper practice with the understanding with the gifts that you have right now. And when the eagle came through, this huge rush of energy just moved through. And because I said, what do you guys want me to talk about tonight? Because I'm doing this deep work with the divine feminine and the marriage of the divine feminine and the masculine together, so that we can do these incredible co-creations within ourselves, of course, but then within community.
Yeah.
And so when the eagle came through, I thought, right on, because this is where we are right now. We are all being asked to step into our authenticity in a whole new way, in our integrity. If you've noticed, there, and a lot of healers that are out there, or just anybody that's doing meditation practices, yoga, whatever, the things that used to work are no longer working. They're no longer holding you or anchoring you in that space. We're being asked to go deeper. We're being asked to embody more of who we are, to connect and to activate all of ourselves, all of our galactic heritage, all of our codes, our Pleiadian aspects, our all the beautiful light rays, the blue rays, the magentas, everything is all that, the rainbow rays. The rainbow tribe is coming online. And what happened in one of my transmissions a few weeks ago, I was asking, because I shared with you a little bit, and my tribe knows, I am challenged with technology. And so what I did was I open up my heart, and when I go into that field of creation, I send my energy signature out and say, anyone who is willing to share frequency with me and to connect with me and to co-create, that has these types of skill sets that I am needing, that I can share with others that are like myself, that have such a heart. We're ready. We are ready to talk. We're ready to share.
Yeah.
But we don't know how to download our MP3s to our websites. We don't know, how to, get our things uploaded to YouTube or whatever the case may be, because that's not what I do. And so I want to connect with those people and assist them and help them to be able to live their purpose so that I can focus on what I'm great at. And what I'm great
Yeah.
at is, grid work, being a gatekeeper, encouraging people and empowering people on their path. So when this eagle came in, I was like, all right, because today was a day of great wobble. I was really surprised because I've been really even since Thanksgiving. Just beyond, just going, soaring, soaring, soaring. And today I woke up and I was like, where am I? I felt like I slammed right back into third dimension, even though I know I can't squeeze myself into that anymore because I'm so expanded. But everything just kind of felt off. But I understand that as we do this stair-step process, we expand, we plateau, we kind of work through the process a little bit, then we go up and we expand some more. And so I was today just going, I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but I'm just going to surrender to the process. And I'm just going to do what it is I need, whatever comes my way, that's what I'll focus on. And
Yeah.
everything else, I'm just going to let fall to the wayside, and I'll take care of it whenever I take care of it. Or maybe never, who knows? Because there's a lot of starts and stops on this
Yeah.
path. As you know, we'll be all gung-ho about something, and we'll go, 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 and we'll do so much, and then we stop. And that's the thing that Mother Mary brought to my attention the other day, is that this is what divine creativity is about. When you have that receptivity of the divine feminine with all of the ideas, all of the intuition online, all of your gifts flowing, and you start thinking of all these ways in which you can enrich your own life, enrich others' lives, expand yourself, hold your vibrational frequency to a certain point, anchor that into your property, anchor it into the Heart Collective, which I'm going to show you guys how to do tonight. Then the divine masculine kicks in and goes, oh, this is a great idea. Let's do A, B, C, and D. And then you start the process, and then you stop. It's not completed. There's still more work to do on the receptivity. So then you go back to that inner womb space where you're really quiet and you're introspective, and you allow the flow and the majesty and everything to come through again. Then the divine masculine comes through again and goes, ooh, I can help you with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's this process. So it's not for us to get frustrated anymore, which many of us did, myself included. I'd be like, when is this, like my website that took 8 years? And finally I just said, it's going to happen when it's going to happen. And tonight we got it done. And I was so excited.
Right on. Right on. So you're going to take us through what first?
So what I'd like to do, say hello to everybody. Thanks for joining. And thank you, Todd, for having me on again. It's been a while.
Thank you for coming again.
So excited.
So and let everybody know now and later, AnnieZummo.com is up and running.
Yes, it is. So what I'm going to have everybody do is drop into their heart, and I'm going to teach you it's a way to clear your field, or a way to, because we enter geopathic stress, when we drive down the road or when we go to the grocery store. And when, I just want to preface this because it depends where you are on your walk, on your ascension path. Because there is a time where when you are still clearing a lot of the third dimension and the fourth dimension that you feel like you need to protect yourself, right? Once you ascend beyond that and you go within yourself and you've done all of the clearing around fear, around conscious programming and unconscious programming, you start to realize who you are. You start to know your divinity. You start to understand your power. You don't see yourself as this 5'3" woman or 6'2" man. You see yourself as this 22-foot being.
Hmm.
And then you're like, what am I this? That's this big. Come on, And so then you just start to say, what I'm going to do is I'm going to anchor myself into this 12th dimensional space. I'm going to clear any lower vibrational programs that I'm still operating in so that I can align with divine will.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to spread my love through the Heart Collective out to everyone and everywhere that I go. I'm just going to ask. I'm going to say, here it is. Receive if you desire.
Yeah.
Because we never want to power over, even through love, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to have everybody drop into their heart. So if you need to place your hands on your heart, you can do that. Sometimes that helps you with the connection. If you've got crystals handy, you can use your crystals to amplify your field. But we're just going to take some really deep breaths and drop in. And this may feel a little heavy and a little dense. And what I'll do, certain dimensions carry certain frequencies, and I'll help you guys clear. You guys are going to clear a lot of stuff, and I'm going to be activating a lot of your DNA tonight. So, Todd, get ready.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. Not that you're not already high enough from all the shows that you do every day. I don't know. I do not know how you are not flat out, just in bed from all the shows you do. Especially Shekinah last night. Shekinah Rose last night. She was like, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
I love her. Okay, so take some deep breaths. And we're going to go into that cosmic gateway of your heart. And you're just going to expand your heart and your love. This really helps you to understand what a loving being you truly are for those of you who are challenged with self-love or being able to honor yourself as a loving being. So as you breathe, just expand all of the cells in your body to receive this love and to work in tandem with you. And we're going to activate the 12th dimensional shield, which is located at the Earth Star Chakra, which is about 6 to 8 inches below your feet. And these are 4 columns of divine white light. And these are 12th dimensional, so they go north and south. And we're going to bring in the Mother Arc Ray, which is aquamarine, the Father Arc Ray of emerald green, and the Solar Christed Ray, which is golden. And these are going to come in 13th dimensionally, which go east and west. And these are intersecting circles or waves of light in circles. And we are going to go up the ascension column first. And we're going to connect with Father and Mother, Creator, Creatrix, Holy Spirit, Shekinah, and the hieroglyphic timeline of Sophia Christos for sacred relationship. We're going to clear all unsacred relationships across all timelines, all quantum realities, all lower density programs or lower conscious programs throughout all multidimensional lifetimes, concurrent running timelines, earthbound lifetimes. Clear, 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 clear. We're handing everything off to Source to do with whatever. And now we're going to reverse the magnetics, and go down the dissension timeline and clear all of those things. Clear. Okay, there's a little wobble about 10th dimension, so Iosokoto Triantra Miegra Anyutonara Andanamasi, Iosokotriantra Miegra Anyutonara, Isikitria Otramaki Kitriako, Iosokotria Messina Antremiegra Anyutonara, Andanamasi. Clear. Density, density, density. Clear. 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 Now we no longer put anything into Gaia, right? So we're going to reverse the magnetics and hand all of that back off to Source. Clear. Clear.
Mm.
Can you feel it?
Mm-hmm.
Clear.
Yeah.
Yo kondramasina andanamasi shikitriyosi. Yo taramakina andanamasi kitria andanamieketriya kai. Density, density, density. Clear. Clear. Excellent. Anchoring now to the 5th, 6th, 7th dimension of Gaia and higher, into sacred timelines of sacred relationship. You can feel the expansiveness. It feels much different within your body. Now, with this feeling that you have within yourselves, I want you to connect to the new earth template, the new earth grid, and the heart collective. And I want you to expand all of this love and send it out to anyone who wishes to tap into it. Good, guys, you're doing amazing. And now you're ready to start your day. So I do this every morning. I do it throughout the day sometimes, depending on where I'm going or where I'm heading. If I just need to, if I feel like I hit a little pocket and I feel like I'm a little snagged or something, I'll just go through that process and clear it and just spread, divine love and light all through that whole area and ask the elementals, the tree beings, the 4 directions. I call on everyone.
Yeah.
Whoever's willing to work with me, and let them know I am all about New Earth. I am all about divine will. I go above free will because free will has been messed with so much. So I go straight to divine will as per the law of one. And I ask for them to work with me, to assist me in bringing balance, peace, and harmony onto the planet and into the hearts of all men, women, the animal kingdoms, plant beings, crystalline beings, everything. So, okay.
Beautiful.
So
when you checked in today, you got some eagle medicine.
we had some eagle medicine. So we are all moving into this space of complete and total surrender. And that's what true freedom is about.
Yeah.
When we tap into that space, when we're gripping on so tightly to something, and we just relinquish all power and just say, I surrender to all. I surrender all to you, Source. And we maintain our vibratory rate. We do everything throughout the day through conscious choice to stay within that higher vibrational field. That's when the magic starts to happen.
Yeah.
That's when you know you are in your mastery, when it doesn't matter what's happening all around us, inside you have that inner peace, and you're able to maintain that throughout the day. That to me is what success is. Because vibration is the most important thing here. It's the most important thing for the grids. It's the most important thing for humanity, for the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, for Gaia.
Yeah.
If we are all spinning out whirling dervishers and just
Mhm.
doing whatever at any given moment, the tipping point starts to go back in the other direction.
Yeah.
We continue to keeping it going this
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. I like that. I like that. Merging our free will with divine will. That's the Trinity to me.
That is,
That's the magic. The other corner is the magic. You know, that's beautiful.
thank you.
And you picked up on, and you said something. What else did you pick up on today? You had four or five things you said.
Um, yeah, the transmission that came through was the light codes, the DNA activation to assist people in stepping into their courage this year, because this is a big year for us to. We did a lot of work last year.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of work for many, many years. Last year um, was all about learning balance, about harmonizing yourself, about choosing frequency and maintaining frequency to the best of your ability. Um, and and then the Blu-ray came in really strongly.
Oh yeah.
And that really empowered a lot of people. That's when my voice really came on last year. I couldn't believe, like, I would say, do you know who I am? Because I know who I am. But then I was like, oh man, I know who I am now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we had this amazing courage start to come through, this power of, but it was the power of the receptivity of the divine or the divine feminine coming
Yeah.
through strongly. Um, Not, and again, in power over moves and the old matriarchal way. This was all through divine love. This was all through creating new worlds,
Yeah.
creating new ideas. What does e-commerce mean now?
Mm.
What does money look like? What is it going to look at like? We spent so many years collapsing timelines, so many
Yeah.
years transmuting.
Yeah.
And this is the year of embodiment. This is the year that we really are going to start to, all those leaps of faith that we took, this
Yeah.
is the payoff.
Yeah. This is yeah. Manifestation, materialization, expansion, sovereignty.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
Now let me ask you. I want to ask you on a personal level because you mentioned something earlier.
mhm.
What's it been like for you since the new moon?
Was that right after 111?
Yeah, it was. No, I think it was the new moon was what, the 6th. There was a partial solar eclipse.
Oh
I think it
yeah.
was.
I was
Yeah.
I was fantastic. I was
Yeah.
on a high flying disc. Things were My channel was wide open. I was spending a lot of time um, with the Divine Feminine collectives, and the I really didn't like dink down until today. Today was like the first day that I had like any type of wobble at all. So I was creating. I was having incredible transmissions with my group um, that I have on Sundays and Monday nights. The change in the people has been absolutely incredible to see them open up and to start to remember who they are and to.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's awake now on the planet. That happened last year. All the codes were activated, so everyone is awake. But now it's about being conscious
Yeah.
and doing the embodiment. So watching them start to really evolve and to get really excited and to begin to want to do more and more things with themselves and with their own work, that they're ready to step out of the
Yeah.
shadow now. Um,
Yeah. That's
yeah.
that's becoming more and more evident. So, what was it like this morning? Did you fall into 3D? Was it fear? What was it?
Bingo. So last night before I went to bed, like every night before I go to bed, I clear. I do my shield and everything because I want to bring all of myself into those other timelines that I'm going to be playing in. Because we can pause time there. We can say, hey, we don't do that anymore. I'm all about New Earth and let's co-create together. We don't do power over moves. And before I went to sleep last night, I started to have some fear over money, and it's always money, right? And well, it's because those of us that remember our galactic origins, everything was provided for us. Everything. We never had to provide our own. We always thought it was just, from the Oceanic time and things like that. But no, it's from on our time on other planets. Is that all of our needs were met. Everything was taken care of. We didn't have to provide money for, food or anything like that. So taking the leap of faith and doing the side of work and just doing, surrendering to everything and knowing that all needs will be met, and that, flow comes through and resources come through in miraculous ways every day. And we just need to open our eyes and just see the miraculous. But I had this little wobble before I went to bed, and I was like, no, I need to clear that before I go to sleep. Well, I fell asleep and I didn't clear it. And all the timelines that I was in last night were less than fun. There was a lot of anger. There was a lot of stuff that was coming up. But remember, it's not just, again, this lifetime. It's all concurrent timelines that we are clearing right now. So all this stuff was coming up, and I woke up, and I went on Facebook. I woke up at 1:11. I go, okay, well that's a good sign, And I went ahead and I jumped on Facebook. My whole news feed was just negativity. It was
oh my God.
Where did where am I? Get back up there, girl, And so I worked for several hours, and then I fell back asleep, and then for some reason I went back on Facebook, and then you had posted Annie Zummo is going to be on, at such and such time, and I'm like, okay, great, I'm back in. And my whole news feed had changed again, and it was all back to 5D and higher again. So we can dip in and out, but I mean, fear is one that we've all worked on, and it comes in different forms in different ways.
Yeah.
But,
do you think that when you were in the dream state that you were clearing, as you were going through that stuff, that you were clearing the stuff? Yeah.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah.
As we all do.
Yeah.
What we are unable to clear subconsciously, and a lot of it too is not just it's not just my fear about money. There's a lot of people that are going through this right now, and it's also the infrastructure of money and the financial systems are collapsing right now.
Yeah.
So it's, what is that going to look like? How, whatever. Well, foundations have already been laid. There's a lot of people that have been working on that. We call forward in our transmissions all of the financial people that are awake and that are conscious to begin stepping up and sharing their ideas, their creativity of how to build these new infrastructures.
Yeah.
And so I know there are people that are out there that are working on it, and that will be coming to the masses very quickly. So.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
Oh no, right? I know.
First thing we can do is eliminate all debt.
Mm-hmm.
That'd make it real simple.
Yeah. Luckily, I have no credit cards, so I don't have to worry about that.
Now,
I have a card.
Yeah. Now you said Mother Mary consciousness stepped in. Was that today?
She's with me a lot. Yeah.
And did you receive a transmission?
I did. I've been the one thing that they're really working with everyone on, or they want to take everyone to take a little deeper step into, or they don't. Well, I thought those were my words. They're saying they're inviting you to do more with self-care.
Self-care.
Yeah. So one of the things that they had shared with me is like a lot of people have hang-ups with food, right? Weight's a problem for people. The judgment of of what food is and what food does for us, the GMO products, the veganism versus vegetarianism, between versus eating meat, and what they're saying is it's about your personal vibration.
Yeah.
It's about you lining up with the food prior to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's about the anticipation of the food, because in the anticipation starts the creation.
Yeah.
And so if we start when we're going grocery shopping and we're calling out and we're saying, hey, your life doesn't end here, because everything has consciousness, everything holds consciousness. It's going to activate my cells. It's going to rejuvenate my body. It's going to assist me in changing over into a crystalline light body from a carbon-based body. We then will co-create together beyond this. And this process of whatever it is that we are going to be making together as far as the food goes, it's not just my idea of what I'm making here. It's what's all, what we are both going to create together. And the same with, I know Shekinah Rose touched on this a little bit about about essential oils and plant medicines, but Kuan Yin said it's about taking the oils to a whole new level. It's not just about the scent or just about the emotional support that they give us or the physical support to ailments.
Yeah.
It's about us really taking the time and resonating with the oil
Yeah.
as we're putting it on our body and allowing the cells to activate and feel the energy meridians up as everything is lighting up. And I've been doing this now, and it's completely changed me, because I'm a scent person. And while I would say, I went patchouli today because I want to feel, really in my body, and I want to feel,
so part of that self-care thing is because we're not the only part of the realm or the universe that's ascending. So there is a higher awareness and higher consciousness. So what you're talking about is consciously interacting with the consciousness in front of you, whether it be food or whether it be essential oils or whatever it would be, all in alignment with self-care.
water. Right, if you intend your water with self-love, watch yourself being brought to your knees if you've never loved yourself before.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely powerful how water amplifies everything. So yes, and think about it when you go out to eat. If you've ever eaten at a restaurant, if you've ever been in a restaurant, you've seen the kitchen staff. It's very hectic. It's very aggressive. There's a lot of yelling and there's a lot of stress going on. All of that is being put into the food. Now, people are like, "Oh, I got food poisoning." I'm like, "Did you really get food poisoning, or was the vibration of the food not matched to your vibration?" So that's why it's important to bring both vibrations into harmonics.
That's why I like eating at home now.
Exactly. I know.
Well, and then to live with someone who's consciously, consciously injects intention, consciously intends when she cooks and creates and injects love and everything else. Yeah, it makes a huge difference.
Doesn't it make a huge difference? It really does.
It really does.
That's
Absolutely.
That's
Even
like everything is being taken to a whole new level of personal care.
Self-care has been coming up, unplanned on the shows over the last week. So quite a few people have brought it up. Paul Handwriter, talks about the power of the sacred sexual vibration in terms of self-care, which is much more than what we would call sexual. Whether it be a bath or whether it be whatever it is, music or whatever it is that lights you up, and to help you sustain the higher frequency.
Your the breath work that you do is very sensual in your body.
Yeah.
As you're, taking your breath in and out. Absolutely.
How did you work out of the fear funk today?
I completely surrendered to it. A friend of mine and I got together and we talked and we were just like going over some things and as things would happen, as that momentum, that negative vibration is building momentum, then it starts attracting more to it, right? And
Oh yeah.
she was like, hey, you know, let's stop, let's stop this momentum right here. And
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be this way.
Yeah.
Because you are so much bigger than that. You know this. And I was just like, wow, thank you.
Yeah. Michael Van Patten's real good about that in some of the Soulogy uh, IT meetings we have. He'll say, "We don't have to do that.
Mhm.
We can stop this right now."
Right.
Just like we don't have to talk about people.
Right.
That seems to be fading. Judgment of others is fading.
Yes, it is.
It seems to be more centered on ourselves. The judgment of ourselves, and that's beginning to fade. That topic.
The worthiness.
Yeah.
So many people have worked through that. And that was a tough one for so
Yeah.
many.
Yeah.
And that has a lot to do with self-love and loving yourself, of
Yeah.
really stepping into self-acceptance and full knowing of who you are and such deservability for everyone.
What's your take on what's your perspective on we got this eclipse happened, right? And then we've got another one, what is it, a red wolf blood moon
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, on the 21st. And then we have this planetary alignment for the 17th through the 21st. And I think I read something where it said these five planets are actually going to be in their home. I guess they're part of wherever they're birthed from or whatever. Do you have any intel on that? I mean, what are we clearing? What's happening during this period? What the opportunity is? Yeah.
Mm. So much deeper introspection. I think I think it's really interesting that they are all lining up back home, just like we are.
Yeah.
They are assisting us in finding our way back to who we are. And that will amplify. A lot more people are going to come online. A lot more, more people on the planet are going to start understanding their Pleiadian aspects, their Arcturian aspects, their Andromedan, whoever is their highest, ascendant, and assisting them more fully on their life purpose and getting things like that to come into alignment for them so that they can really begin to do the deep work.
Yeah.
The blood moon is going to be one of complete and total surrender. It is
Yeah.
a powerful shift.
Feels like it.
I mean, we are working on it this week, which is why this fear came up again. Anything that is left that is not in vibrational match to where you are or who you are is going to be surfacing now.
Yeah.
And it's not for us to, get caught back up. That's why last night I was like, hey, whoa, wait a minute, stop. We're going to let
We got to release the magic.
absolutely.
You can't be constricted and tensed up. And you're right. I think it's we're moving towards a huge surrender and with a lot of collective impact.
But I'm hearing also this is going to be the gateway for the divine masculine to really start to become fully embodied within
That
self.
resonates. That
And
resonates. Yeah.
the long, I mean, and this is for men and for women, as we know, we have both within us. But the masculine energy on the planet is you're going to have that. We've been in this timeline separation for some time now, and you have a choice. Everyone has this choice as to whether they're going to embody the divine masculine template, or if they're going to stay in the power of remove of the old paradigm. No judgment. That's how you chose to expand
Yeah.
this lifetime, right?
Yeah.
the energetic that is needed this year to really propel things forward for 2020 and to 2021 is going to be the Divine Masculine template coming online.
Yeah.
Everything that everyone can do to begin to marry those two together. I do it in my transmissions all the time. It's allowing yourself to be in that receptive mode and then inviting that masculine in, and whatever distrust you have, that's your time. Now's the time to work through that.
Yeah.
So that these two can co-create together, because he is not the old masculine
Yeah. That's right.
at all. This
He's
is
been castrated.
just as the divine feminine was, and this is what a lot of
Yeah.
people realize. They both were shackled.
Yeah. I want to make sure that we cover the transmissions. We got 17 minutes. I don't want to run out of time, so I just want to make sure that I don't know how long that lasts. You said you wanted to do a transmission. Is that right?
You want to do a transmission?
Yeah. Is that what you had said? Yeah.
As I said.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too. So everyone just drop back down into your hearts again. And I'm just going to call the codes through and activate the DNA. Yo yai shikiandramaya yo koya kiantramasiyo eti andramakoi. Yondramasina oila sikitriasina oi shikitriandramikina. Oi kotari sikitriandramigra oi shikitriandramasina. Yo kokotari mekina andramakita triamaki sikitria koya katari mekikatriaki. Yo shukutria sikitriandramia kotriandramigra akotria sikitriaki. Yo kotria katramikitria sikitria shikitriandramianda. Yalele mikitria tramsikitria andramigra oyo kotria andramasi. Yoi andrami andrami andra yoshina nanamasi oi kitriaki. Yo kotria andramasina ondramaki otramakina ondramasi kitriaki. Yo kotria makina ondramasi shikitri ondramasi Arcturian coming in. Yo kotanamasi, this will activate any of the Arcturian key codes, light codes within you. O kotanamasi, kitriandramasi, andramasi, kitriandramasi, surrender. Yo kotanamasi, kitriandramasi, kitriandramasi, andramasi, activate. Yo kotanamasi, kitriandramasi, surrender. Yo kotanamikina, alanamasi, shikitriandramasi, andramiega. Pleiadian o kotaremi kiki tria kakatrema kokotria kika taremi kakataremi kakataremi kokotria shiki triasi io kotaremi kiki trebi kokotria kakatremi ki surrender io kokotaremi kiki tremi kiki tremi kakotremi taremi kiki tria taremi kiki tremi kakotremi kiki tria ka activate o kotremi si ondramasina ondramasi shiki tria ondramasi o yandramai andrami anya talanamasi yo kotarimasi yoshikitriasi andramiaki trimi andramiki yo kotarimasi kitriasina. Divine neutrality, Andromedans coming in. Yo kotarimasi, bringing in peaceful negotiation. Yo kotarimasi andramia shu kotarimasi. Yo kondramakina ai shiki titaresina andramia koya. Ai kitri mia sakotri andri miegra ayo shukotri si andri miegra anyo tonara andri masina oshi kitri sina io kotri me ki oi shi na misi kindra surrender activate expand embody io kotri masina andri masi integrate this into your home, into your properties, Expanding and sending these codes into the New Earth template and into the Heart Collective for any who are willing to receive. Shi kotoria si o kotoria andara makina. Io kotoria masi altara maki andara migra anya donar andara masi. Mother Mary is coming forward. She is anointing everyone on this call and anyone who is listening to this. Open your hearts to receive, surrender, integrate. Symphonic universe coming through with musical notes and frequencies and higher vibrational codes to activate, integrate. Expand. Playful cooperation. Divine masculine templates are coming unlocked now. The keys are coming through right now for each one of you to unlock, activate, integrate, and embody. I'm seeing so many joining, going up like this in this beautiful dance and embrace. Eagle medicine coming back down again, assisting us to look for the higher perspective. Staying in your integrity. They don't toil. They don't look for food and just go down and get it. They spin, just like the hawks, and they circle, and they see all of the provisions all around them, and then they hone in on one, and they put all of their energy toward that one thing. And this is what they're asking, for us to let so many of the things that are the distractions to fall away, simplify, go general, go as general as you can. Always coming from and creating from this heart expanded space of divine truth, divine will, with both the creator and the creatrix energies.
Good work, Annie.
Do
Very
you-
good. We got a few minutes left. Why don't you tell us about AnnieZummo.com?
Wow, what a labor of love. I've been working on this since 2010, but as it took me time to define myself, to find out exactly who I was, who I wanted to put myself out as, because we're always continuously evolving and changing. But there was some fine tuning that I needed to do within myself, and to really be able to identify what my skill sets were. So it's really beautiful. I'm really happy with it. I do shadow work and I do etheric scanning for people. Um, I assist people in clearing ancestral encodements, um, and any old belief systems or anything. I see it as like little suitcases as I go through the DNA. There'll be like little suitcases that are there, and I'll be like, that's when I know that's not yours. This is through galactic origin, through familial origin, whatever, and then it's up to. I will remove it. We'll clear it. We'll dissolve it as a conduit of love. It's source coming through me that does it. But then it's up to the individual to consciously choose not to re-engage with those lower energies.
Yeah.
And that's the name of the game. That's how we retain our balance and our harmony and our peace. So, yep, my blog's on there. I've just been, like so many, my work has been done in silence and in quiet, and with a community, small community here, and then I have people all over the world that I work with globally. But it was really interesting to see it develop, and I think it's really beautiful, and I'm really happy, and it's really feminine. So,
I'm happy. I'm happy for you and for those who can reach out to you there. Yeah, that's and I do want to say too, I said it on an earlier show with Ramona Lappin. There's many divine feminine out there that have been doing it. Yeah, some isolated in solitude, anonymity for many years. So I want to thank you for the work you've done and those like you. And I want to encourage anyone out there in that category that wants to step up, because as much as I believe and resonate with what Annie said about the masculine stepping up, maybe this gateway, part of the gateway is that on the 21st. I believe firmly that this is the year that those women like Annie will be stepping up. And so this is a platform for that. We support that, encourage that. It's a safe place.
it is.
And yeah, and so I just want to say thank you again, Annie, and those like you. I want to thank you again for coming back on. I look forward to further collaborations. Please put your, AnnieZummo.com in the links, and anything else you'd like to put out there. And I'd encourage you to put it out in the Soulogy group, once a week or twice a week or whatever, so you can get some people headed that direction.
Yes, because I want to go see Sandra Walter. I want to get to Sedona. She has something going on in Sedona in March, and I really would like to.
I think March is going to be a big month over there. Shakina's co-hosting a conference there with a lady I'm going to hook up with today or tomorrow, and then and that one, and then our good friend Morgana is coming over to, I think it's Scottsdale, just a couple hours away. There's some stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff going on. So who knows?
Yeah.
May see you over there.
This is the year that we are going to be meeting in person.
Yeah, I can.
And
I
doing
feel.
a lot of
Yeah,
so.
I feel that. And I think too, just to reiterate what I really pulled out of this show, this broadcast, is the whole surrender thing.
Mm-hmm.
We've been surrendering, but I think we're going into a deep surrender, and that's a good thing. We gotta activate the magic, and we gotta allow. I read something a long time ago in a book that was influential with me, Sermon on the Mount by Emmett Fox, who was a metaphysician, but he was also I don't know, Presbyterian or something. Really good book. And he says in there, he's talking about the phrase in the Beatitudes, or Beatitudes, whatever you say that, where the meek will inherit the earth, and he talks about the etymology of the words that were used, and basically what he goes on to say is that that its surrender is to allow to understand that what the universe has in store for you is something far greater than you could ever imagine for yourself, and to allow it to happen and how it sees fit. And I think that's kind of, for me, that's kind of what I'm feeling. It's like we don't know, we don't know, and we have to give it up, to get the magic. We have to give it up, trying to control it and all that. So this feels good. This feels real good. Great show.
And the
Great
words
show.
a lot, and what our feelings change a lot and our beliefs change a lot. Like before, we thought that we were like walking on blind faith, that we were just like leaps of faith, and we were just like blindly going through. But the way I see it now is the light is coming through so strongly that that's what's making us not be able to see. It's not that we are in complete and total darkness. Light is right there, just beckoning us to just walk straight into it. So that you're
getting used to it, like the unbearable lightness of being.
Exactly.
All right, you take care.
You too.
Thank you very much. Best to you and your family.
Great.
We'll do it again. We'll do it again.
Sounds good,
And
darling.
we'll keep doing it again as we keep building this thing.
Okay.
All right. You take care. Thank you, everybody. Be back in 1 hour.